Once upon a time, there were three girls called Karen, Sarah, and Siobhan, or Bananarama for short. They were just ordinary girls like you or me, but they knew that life had something special up its record sleeve for them. Stardom twinkled just around the corner, and they had their hearts set on catching it. Boy, these girls were hot. The studio lights beat down remorselessly upon their faces, and they were getting just a little browned off with all the bad chokes people kept sticking in their videos. Bananarama were to draw inspiration from all walks of life. It wasn't only fun boys who got them high, or high in the charts. There were other breeds, too. But they were not the kind of women to go weak at the knees by any bum, dick, or Harry they bumped into. Oh, far from it. They had to be fit to face the world, and pretty soon the world learned that it had to be fit to face them. Sometimes people can be a little wet, but our three friends never lost their bottle. Under the strain, weaker vessels might have cracked up, but the dynamic trio were undented. They were unruffled. They just took to drink. It was high time for a vacation, and seeing the world was one of their favorite trips, especially when someone else was paying. Second only, in fact, to dressing up in funny clothes and playing silly beggars. They always had a yearning to go to Australia. The record company suggested Ostend. Finally, they settled on Austria. The mountain air was guaranteed to clear their heads. Well, apple strudel and Wiener schnitzels isn't everybody's cup of tea, and the three girls were happy to get back to roast beefcake once again. On the other hand, billowing biceps and powerful pectorals did not impress them either. They knew that in a few days they could put any spinach-eating, muscle-rippling He-Man to shame, and in their next video they set out to prove it. It may have seemed to many that these were three delicate frames who wouldn't say coo to a moose, but it soon became obvious that these were by no means just three delicate frames. And so, our intrepid ladies drove off into the night, with their spirits up and their visors down. No one could tell what the cruel summer that followed had in store. An American smash hit single, perhaps. Each girl in turn peered anxiously through the crystal balls of life that some have daubed binoculars. And so Bananarama had come to the end of their first video compilation album. And if I may be allowed to sign off with my own personal view on what we have all just witnessed, I would merely like to say that, well, may I have your autograph, please? Oh, no. It's not for me. You understand? No.